Hello everybody and welcome back to Skyrim. Nearly a year ago, I stopped playing Skyrim so I could play a little game called Elden Ring, and who would have guessed that it would take me about a year to finish that game. But as promised, I have returned to Skyrim. Spent the last couple of days remodding this game. Yeah, exactly. Those of you who follow my channel may remember that while I was playing Elden Ring, I had my C drive went bad. The drive with Windows on it went bad, and I had to rebuild my computer. And so all of the mods that I had installed for Skyrim, the mods were still there, but like the manifest that tells the mod organizer, I think I used Vortex, I can't remember. Anyway, the manifest was gone, and no matter how hard I tried, I could not get the mods to work again, so that just meant starting over again. So that's what I did. Started over again, reinstalling all these mods, and everything looks okay, at least, you know, in this little area I've checked so far. But there may be some glitches and other things, maybe, I don't know. Things didn't go as smoothly as I had hoped, but it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Do I remember how to play this game? I don't know. Had to remap my keys again. I know that, I've got my weapons here. Got this cool looking sword. Or we could cast spells because I'm a bit of a battle mage. At least that's what I've tried to make my character. Let's take a look at our character stats. See if I remember how to do that. I actually don't remember how to do that. I guess I could look at skills maybe. Okay, so these are skills. You can see we get destruction all the way up to 99. Whoops. Okay, how do I move through the skills? There we go. A lot into enchanting, smithing, a ton into heavy armor, a ton into two-handed, and then a bit into sneaking, a whole bunch into lockpicking. We've maxed that out, and then speech as well. So you can see here that we are level 53. And we are on Souls time. Put our weapon away. Let everybody calm down a little bit. Let's take a look at the map. Here's where we are. We are just right here near Kolbjorn Barrow. And we were doing this quest. Let's see. I guess we're doing this quest called Unearthed, huh? I agreed to fund Ralis Sedaris' expedition to excavate Kolbjorn Barrow, but in order to continue, he needs more gold to hire replacements for the workers that have been killed. So yeah, I think workers have been going down into this place and dying. You could see that we funded it. We waited for a message. We visited it. We cleared the Draugr from the barrow. Tried to find a way deeper into the barrow. Went back and spoke with Ralis. Let's go talk to Ralis here and see what he says. I think he's going to ask for more money. Hey, you. Hey, you.
Found the money.
Found the money. Yeah, he's waiting for us to bring him money.
Found the money.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So he's not going to... Is he going to tell me anything if I say this?
I hope your luck changes soon, friend. I'll do what I can to keep the ash from burying your investment, but we'll need more to keep going.
Yeah, I don't really trust this guy. We just keep giving him money and money and money.
Found the money.
He wants even 2,000 more gold, and right now I've only got 254,000 gold. So it's like 1% of my gold that he's asking for. Let's see. We're traveling here with.
Found the money.
Shut it. We're traveling here with Talvis Fatheron, who I think was over here. Let's see. Yeah, over here in Tel Mithrin with that wizard dude whose name I don't remember. I think he was his assistant, and now that's why he's following us. I think, and the reason I think that is because if you talk to him,
I'm right behind you.
You could ask him what went wrong with the Ashgardian spell, and if you remember, he was trying to cast spells. This is what he says about this.
Oh, it turns out that the spell requires a heartstone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heartstone, it attacks anything in sight.
Yeah, so Did not work out well for him, but that's who we're traveling with now. Good old Tavis Fatheron. He's got some really cool armor, which I guess we gave to him, huh?
I've got your back.
We gave him this armor.
What do you want me to carry?
So he's running around with some ancient Nord armor. He's got blood scythe on him. Don't know if he's using it or not. Oh no, he's... That says ancient Nord arrow, not ancient Nord armor. He's wearing the glass armor. That's what he's wearing. The glass armor, the glass gauntlets. And he's got soul render. This is the sword that he's actually using. He actually has equipped. But if he wanted to, he could switch over to blood scythe. Not really sure why he has this weapon and this weapon, but it is interesting to me how... Look how similar these two weapon designs look. Looks like a cutlass more than a sword. But yeah, look at these. These are... They look the same. It's kind of strange. Oh, and then he's got a warhammer, which, my bad. This is what he actually has equipped. The warhammer. I thought that this dot meant that he had it equipped. It's been a year. Give me a break. It's going to take me a while to get back into this, figure things out, and remember how to do things. But one thing I do remember
Found the money.
is that I thought that before I gave him the money, I would go back down in here and see how far we could go in, because if I remember correctly, and I think I do, the reason that he wants the money is so he could hire more workers to get further into this mine or whatever it is, right? And I mean, I didn't go back and watch the last episode, but apparently we made it to a point where we could go no further, and hiring these people will help us get further. So I wanted to go back down in here and just see. I don't really know. But we're going to go ahead and cast ourselves a little bit of candlelight here so we can see all the Draugr here that we took out in, I guess, the last episode. No, I'm not sure whether it was the last episode or not when we did this. We got a miner here. We've no doubt already looted all this stuff. But yeah, my plan was to come back down in here and see if I could go any further without hiring those people, but I'm not going to remember whether I could go far or not.
By the 9.
By the 9? By the 9, he says. Look at this. Here's some boots here. Now, surely I would have taken these before. Maybe this wasn't opened when I came down here before, and now it is. Maybe I don't need those workers at all. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the end of the last episode to see how far we made it down in here, but surely I would have picked these up, right? Azadal's boots of water walking. Why would I not pick these up? I mean, by the 9, those are some handsome looking boots. And you could hear the sound of one of those word walls, it sounds like. But I don't see it, so maybe we do need to get workers in here so they can dig even farther. But I do wonder why I didn't pick this up. Well, let's pick it up now. Azadal's boots of water walking. Okay, those are now in my possession. Where'd my buddy go? Where is he? Where did he go? Did I lose him back here? Where the heck is my go? Well, we may have just lost our follower. I don't know. Let's take a look at what we picked up. Azadal's boots of water walking. Water walking. If you wear any 4 records of relics of Azadal, plus 10% enchanting. Okay. So, yeah, these are heavy armor. We could wear these. I mean, water walking. It just says water walking. I don't really know what that means. But this is obviously not nearly as good armor as what we're wearing. Where did our follower go? Oh, Oh, Skyrim. Just keep on being Skyrim. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to give this guy the money so he can hire more people. And we could continue on with this little quest that we're doing right here. There he is. Okay, good. Alright, let's give him some money. Just keep throwing more money at this guy. What book is on the table here? Isabelle's Descent, which I'm pretty sure we've already read. Here you go, 2,000 gold. Easy come, easy go.
I never get tired of that sound. It'll take me a few days to dig up some more laborers, but swing back when you get a chance. See how we're doing.
Okay, so now we're going to have to swing back when we get a chance. Hey, did you find any laborers yet?
Look, this can be a slow business. Digging takes time. Come around later and I'll have something more interesting to show.
See, I just don't trust this guy. I wonder how much money we've given him. If we look at our journal, well, we gave him 1,000 here and 2,000 here, so it's not as much as I thought. I mean, 3,000 gold is still 3,000 gold, right?
Yeah, slow business. Digging takes time. Come around later and I'll have something more interesting to show.
Alright, digging takes time, he says. In the meantime, we need to find something else to do, and, hell if I remember what I was doing and what needs to be done. But, we're here in Solstheim, so there's gotta be something we could do. Let's take a look at our journal. Alright. Let's see here. Here's one. Arniel's Endeavor. Arniel Gain has asked for help with a special project he's working on. Although he won't tell me what they're for, he wants me to bring him a number of Dwarven cogs. Deliver 10 cogs to Arniel Gain. Do I have 10 cogs? And great. The game isn't going to tell me where this quest is. That's just lovely. So I have no idea where this guy is. I don't remember. And do I have 10 Dwarven cogs? Let's see here. Scroll down. I have 4 Dwarven cogs. Okay, I have to keep my eyes open for cogs. Here's my stats, by the way. Okay, these are like keeping track of stuff. Okay, I thought there was a screen that kind of like showed my dude. But maybe not. I don't know. Okay, well, what about filial bonds? What's this? This one says, I met Wolf Wildblood, whose brother disappeared many years ago. Wolf believes he may have become a werebear and warned me to keep an eye out for him. We're supposed to look for Wolf's brother Torkild. And of course, this one doesn't show up on the map either. We just have to kind of keep an eye out for this guy, I guess. Here's one called Oh, this is the Stones of Baron Zaya one here. We've only collected 17 of 24 of these. Game isn't going to tell us where those are. And then we're into like the main quests, really. The reunification of Skyrim, Alduin's Bane. This one, where I guess I'm still supposed to find some mammoth tusk powder. I thought I'd already done that. Yeah, and now we're into these quests that I've just decided I'm not going to do because, you know, I've decided that my character isn't a terrible person. You know, Molag Bal wants me to kill Logroth here, and I've been like, no, I don't think so. This one here, the Daedric Prince Periite wants me to kill this orc, or elf, named Orc Chendar, and I decided not to do that. This one here, I thought I already found this cult, but the map isn't going to tell me where that is either. Oh, and this is one where we're supposed to put out a fire in a lighthouse to cause a shipwreck. And this is the one where we're supposed to lead somebody to the stable so that they could be ambushed. And then we have all our miscellaneous stuff right here. So, I don't want to do any of these quests, man. So we just wait for a message from Ralis, I guess. I guess there's a possibility that these quests that aren't showing up on my map are actually back on the mainland. And that's why I'm not seeing them here. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we could just, like, pass time and come back here and see if this guy has anything for us. I thought there was a building around here. Let's look at the map. It doesn't really show anything, does it? There's a farm in this direction. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter where I pass time, but, you know, I always try to make it so that it's at least plausible what I do. What my character would do. I am just... Oh, there's a house over here. I could not be going in more the wrong direction, could I? Farm over here somewhere. But I thought there was a building in the farm, but maybe there isn't. Yeah, this so-called farm, what is it, like in the water? Boy, this, let's just fast travel over there. What the heck? Where is this place? Okay, so this is the farm here. There's really not a building here. Yeah, there's no roof on this place. There's not much left of this place. Let's see what this place is. Okay, here we go. This place isn't in great shape, but at least it is somewhat of a roof over our head. There's a chest here that I've never searched. I guess I decided that maybe it would be stealing if I took from that chest. The law is sacred. The Empire is law. The law is sacred. And then on the back is something... Praise be Akatosh and all the... I can't tell what that says. All the something. Anyway. So I think... Oh, there's a cellar down there too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pass time and I'm going to say that my character is just kind of camping out in this little place right here. It doesn't look like anybody else is using it. So... Can I just pass time here, or do I need to be in a bed? I don't remember. Wait, how long? Are these days? These hours are days. Oh, this is 24 hours, right? So if we wait 24 hours... Boy, the game is going to make me wait, isn't it? Okay, so, you know, Talvis and I have just been hanging out here in this place for a day now. I'm sure we already explored that cellar. I can't imagine that I didn't. So, we're just gonna chill here again for another day. I'm just doing this mostly because I just want to forward this quest here and just get on with it. I don't want to leave Solstheim and then come back. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm here. So I kind of want to see this through. So hopefully this is enough days. It's probably not. Okay, so we want to go back over here. Oh. Other people here. Maybe he's hired some workers. Hey, who are you?
Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, I'll do what I want.
Breeding and Morelli. I hope they're all right.
Huh?
Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, I need to go back to my quests and turn this one back on. Hey, buddy.
We've got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard. Come back soon.
Oh, for crying out
See
loud.
how they're doing.
Alright, well, now I need to wait even longer. Alright, fine. Fine. I'm gonna go back to Skyrim here and see if I could do any quests over here while we wait for his team to do work. And I mean, really, it makes sense. It's only been 2 days, but Figured, you know, it'd be video game 2 days where a lot of things can happen in a short amount of time.
Captain Galland if you're looking to book passage.
Oh, hey, buddy, what's up? So let's go look at our journal again. So this one here, Ariel's Endeavor. Okay, so Arnail Gain is in College of Winterhold. So he is the one who wants these cogs, right? So do I need to go back to a place where, like a Dwemer place, to find cogs? And do I remember, is this a Dwemer place? I hate to go back here just to look for some stinking cogs. See if this works. See if I find some cogs. What's going on up there? Like a couple people walking around up there. Ooh, here's a dragon. Man, I am not ready to fight a dragon. I do not remember how to do combat. But there is a dragon right there. I don't remember how to do anything. And we got a stinking dragon flying around. I mean, I could probably pretty easily get away from this dragon by going in here. But it's pretty cool. See a dragon flying around. Well, let's go down in here real quick and see if we find any cogs quickly. I don't think we will, but we've got time. But, you know, maybe I'm making a dumb assumption here that this place will have repopulated itself with items since the last time I was here. Surely I looted this place. Although I will say that I generally don't pick up cogs, right? Cogs is something that I would leave behind, so I guess it's possible that I may find some cogs in here. So let's just kind of look around in here a little bit. So I kind of remember there being a fight here where we fought this centurion. Some gold, some lockpicks, and a potion. Apparently did not see that chest when we were here before. So it's a good thing we came back, man, because otherwise I would have missed what was in that chest, and it just changes everything. Let's see if we can get good and lost in here. Oh, my spell ran out. Yeah, it should be nice and quiet down here, since we cleared the place out before. Do I want... I don't think I bothered picking up iron ore. I mean, there's so much to remember that I'm just simply not going to remember. It's been such a long time. I mean, oops, it's empty. Are these guys going to have Dwarven cogs? I don't know. These guys collect stuff. I mean, I know I like to pick up arrows. I don't think they weigh anything, do they? The guy behind me is like, you're doing it again. You're picking up everything you see. Yeah, well, that's what I do. Just gonna deal with it, buddy. Yeah, he's bored. He's like, ugh, another stupid Dwemer ruins. Oh. For some reason I thought that spell lasted longer. Arrows. I must have decided at some point not to pick up Falmer arrows anymore because I don't think I would have left that many behind if I was still picking them up. Okay, I need to get away from the Falmer stuff and get to Dwemer stuff, right? Because I don't think these guys collect cogs. So we go up or down, up, Just takes us here. Finding levers. I mean, could I just buy cogs from somebody? Give it to this dude? I mean, I need 6 more. There's a lever here that I'm not going to mess with. I'm going to guess that maybe it opened this passageway down here. Ow, that actually hurt. I'm used to falling in Elden Ring where you could fall from a great height. Some pressure plates on the ground there. We don't want to step on those. Huh. The Animonculary. That sounds like a place where there might be cogs. More Falmer crap, though. Watch out there, buddy. Don't let that get you. That's kind of cool. You know, I'm also, I guess, kind of making sure that my modded game is working okay, and it looks like it is. I'm not speaking too soon here, but it seems to be running all right. Loading everything. I think it looks okay. Great sound effects. These ambient sounds here. I don't think I would have any luck finding cogs in here, man. I'm gonna get lost in here and never find my way out. More Falmer. Man. I want to find the mechanical dudes. Apparently I was not interested in human flesh before. Oh wow, look at all this stuff that I just left sitting here. Guess it's just not anything worthwhile, huh? Some Dwarven oil. No cogs, though, huh? That's too bad. You know, there's stuff here that you would hope you would find what you're looking for, but, don't think we're going to. Look at that mess. Heck happened in here? This Falmer are nasty. Yeah. So take us back outside, I guess. Well, maybe we stop this business here. Just head back outside and give up on this. Bunch of mushrooms here. Stuff up here. What is it? Stuff I'm interested in? Can I get up there and look at it? Oh, there's a workbench here. Can I make cogs? I don't think I can. Oh, here's a metal ingot. Do I pick those up? I don't know. Yep, okay. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. I'm not going to find anything in here. This guy will just have to do without his cogs. All the crap that I've picked up in this game, I don't have any cogs. Maybe I have some cogs stored in a chest somewhere, but I kind of doubt it, because I think I realized a long time ago that cogs aren't really worth anything. Now where am I? Oh, what's going on here? Empty Dwarven spider. I guess I don't pick up soul gem fragments. Nope. Ooh, look at this. How did I miss this stuff? That's unusual. And I don't think that it respawned. Looks like he's having a hard time carrying that hammer. He's really struggling with it. Here's another spider. Well, apparently you don't get cogs from spiders. I think you know, I think you only get cogs from, like, centurions, which is maybe why I don't have any. Check this place out. This is really cool. Look at this. Ourselves a little wine bottle here. So now we're back into Farmerville. Well, let's get out of here. We're not going to find anything in here. Let's go ahead and bring up our map. Let's see here. Can I do it from here? Let's see. Look at my journal. Can I do this? No, I can't. Man, I don't have many quests. I mean, even my miscellaneous quests. I remember this one. I'm supposed to find those guys, and I never could. Find about Isabelle Rolaine and Winterhold. I guess I need to get out of here so I could look at the map. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's just travel over. Nope. I can't fast travel from this location? What? Doggone it. Great, now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Really, I can't fast travel from here. Well, that's just freaking lovely. This looks like a dead end. I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna guess that maybe I just didn't pick that crap up anymore. Okay, this will take us back out to Skyrim. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. It's nighttime out here now. So, do I have a way, do I have a telescope or anything in this game? I don't think I do. I think I used to use my, my bow. I would equip my bow, and then I could kind of zoom in with it. I don't remember. It looked like there's something over there. I kind of wanted to see it. Alright, back to our journal. Not even making a sound now. The journal. Okay. Guess I didn't realize how much I had cleaned my quest list up. Find about Isabelle Rolaine in Winterhold. Well. For some reason I feel like I already did this quest too, because I think I remember people talking about her in a pub in Winterhold. Miscellaneous. Okay, so I got the quest turned on, but it's not going to direct me anywhere, so this is just like a crapshoot. Whether I find anybody to talk about this.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Boy, there's some nice mood lighting in here, huh?
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Well, I walked right to somebody who knows Isabelle Rolaine, so let's ask about it.
What? Don't you say that name to me. Don't you dare. Ever.
Oh, okay. So we're not allowed to say that name to him. Great.
Until next time.
Referring to your other
other customers? No, everything is quite all right.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
I see. Well, let me know if things get out of hand.
Oh, I missed that conversation. Hey, man.
Turns out who runs Winterhold doesn't change much. Can't say I'm surprised.
Uh-huh. Well, we could get some work from him, but it's probably nothing important.
See ya.
I don't like doing business with Azora's faithful. Make it quick.
I love how dark it is in here.
Absolutely no time to deal with lowlifes these days. Go away.
I'm afraid to cast my spell because I'm worried that people might see it as hostile. You know? I mean, if people think that I'm attacking them? No. Ooh, here's some books. You know, I like some books. Pretty sure I've read all those.
How long are we going to let Ranmir drink himself into a stupor? When will enough be enough?
As long as he keeps paying, I suppose. He keeps to himself and isn't hurting anyone.
Dude, you gotta get out of my way,
sure
man.
of that? I think Birna might disagree with you.
It's not my place to get involved in their family's business, remember? You're the one that told me to stay out of it.
Yeah.
What a display of color.
What a display of color. Hey, do you know where I'd find Isabelle Rolaine?
Oh no. Dagger's been talking at you, hasn't he? Gotten you roped into his little plan to fix Ranmir's life. I'll tell you what I told him. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Those aren't folks you want to get tangled up with.
What do you know about it?
Enough to know that it's not worth it. Ranmir's a good boy, and he doesn't deserve what fate pushed his way. But there's only so far I'll go to risk my neck. One night, Ranmir was in here like always, drinking himself to death. When I told him there was no more hunting brew, that he drank all of it, he got angry. He ranted at me. How I didn't know what he's been through. How Isabelle broke his heart when she ran off with some thief named Vex. He said he'd even gone to Riften to try and find the bastard. I think maybe he was hoping they'd just kill him, and that'd be the end of it. Dagger never heard any of this, and I chose to keep it to myself. I'm only telling you so you don't get into trouble. Riften and thieves means trouble. Just leave it alone.
Well, we found out more about Isabelle Rolaine. Now we're supposed to go speak to Vex and Riften. Is there anything else you can tell me about Isabelle?
No, there isn't, and I suggest you leave it at that. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over this.
Okay.
All right, then.
So I do like how dark it is in here, but I think it's too dark. I think this is too... How do you run a business when it's this dark? Although, if you really think about it, what must it have been like before electricity? You know, even with a fire burning here in the middle of the room, it's still going to be pretty dark in these places, I would think, right? So this is...
We may not have as much to offer as Whiterun or Solitude.
So, I mean, I guess there's some realism to this, to the darkness, but I think it's maybe a little too dark, and I think I could adjust that. So I'll try to remember to adjust that before we move on to another episode, because I know this is going to show up really dark in on YouTube. It's hard for you guys to see, I do realize that. So I'll see if I can't do something about that. Okay, so a quest. We get a lead here. So we're now supposed to go speak to Vex and Riften, and this is one of the things that bugs me about this game. This is all you get, man. So if I don't go speak to Vex and Riften right now, and like I leave here and then go do other quests and then come back to my miscellaneous list, and I'm like, why am I supposed to speak to Vex and Riften? But we're gonna go speak to Vex and Riften ASAP. Because otherwise I will forget about what I'm supposed to do. Can I go to the Thieves Guild? Can I not fast travel to the Thieves Guild? I thought I could. What? How? Oh, I can't fast travel from this location. That's right. I have forgotten that apparently you can't fast travel from inside a building. I have forgotten these things. Let's go back outside. Okay. Look at how cool this place looks. Love the snow on the ground there. Alright, back here. Back here. To the Thieves Guild. Yes, let's go here. This is where Vex is going to be. I vaguely remember Vex. Okay, so we go here. And then we go down in here, I guess. You're not Vex. You ain't nobody. Okay. Through here. I'm not sure if this is the quickest way to get here. Probably not. There's Vex right there. Good. Let's get a little bit of lighting in here.
Looking for wood.
Looking for wood.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
That's impossible. I distinctly heard that lout in the tavern say it was a full shipment of furs.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
You idiot. He said furs, not furs. It was a damn logging caravan.
Should have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin.
She said,
Good
we were
news.
looking for furs, not furs.
Dwarven hammer you were looking for.
F-U-R-S versus
So,
F-I-R-S.
feeling loose? How about you run a job for me?
Yeah, funny about that. The
have a
price
seat.
was 100 higher than I expected.
Hey, Vex, what's up?
Delvin, you have
So,
no shame.
feeling loose?
I'll get you
How about
the
you
rest
run a
like I
job
said.
for me?
No, I'm good. Do you know Isabelle Rolaine?
Who's asking?
I'm just trying to find her. Someone named Runmere is looking for her. Yeah. Well, he's not though. He's not looking for her. I'm looking for her. Just trying to find her.
Well, I ain't gonna find her here. Haven't seen her in a while.
So you do know her.
She came through a while ago. Wanted to know where she could get her hands on something valuable. Anything, really. I told her it was a bad idea. That she wasn't cut out for what'd be necessary, but she wouldn't hear it. So, I gave her some advice, pointed her towards Hobbs Fall Cave, and that was that.
Uh-oh. I think we're going to find a dead body in Hobbs Fall Cave. What do you think?
These jobs aren't gonna finish themselves, you know.
Yeah, well. So now... investigate Hobbs Fall Cave. Again, if I don't do this now, I'm not going to remember it later. So... Hobbs Fall Cave. Can't fast travel from here. So let's get out of here. I don't know the quickest way out of here. Don't remember it. Not that way though. I think this is still the fastest way to get out of here. Not this way. See, I'm already lost. Here we go. Okay. Go back out this way. Got that glowing water. I think there's a fix for that. I didn't install.
Good to see you again, friend.
Oh, good to see you too. It's been a while. Almost a year since I last saw you. But let me out of here. Why'd you close the freaking door? Yeah. Look how pretty. Oh, this looks amazing. Yeah, this looks great. Very fall-like here. Okay. Let's see, bring up our journal. Bring up our map. We're going to Hobbs Fall Cave. This is a place that it looks like we've visited before. So this is not our first time here. Okay. Alright, well, before we go into Hobbs Fall Cave, I'm going to end this episode. But before we end this episode, I am going to do a little bit of reading because if you remember, that is what I do at the end of most of my episodes. And I do it at the end of the episode so that way if you're just not interested, you can just stop watching. Pretty simple, very easy. I went back and checked and I had been reading these books called The Poison Song. Right here. Apparently I stole a couple of these. I know that I have read volumes 1 through 4, and this is actually a really interesting story, and it's too bad that it's been split up by almost a year, so I'm just going to go ahead and start reading volume 5, because that's where we are, and I'll try to fill in what I remember from the first 4 volumes as we go, but I don't really want to do a full recap for people in the future when they watch this. They will have seen that I had just read volumes 1 through 4, and that we're on volume 5 right now. But let's go ahead and read The Poison Song, volume 5. This is a really good story. Refresh your memory for 1 through 4 if you don't remember it. It's a really, really good story. The Poison Song, book 5 by Briston Shell. For 2 days, the house healers attended Tay in his bed, and Bainara sat by his side holding his hand. Tay is the main character. At the end of book 4, he flung himself off of a cliff because he just found out that he is actually a member of House Dagoth. He thought he was a member of House Indoril, and that House Dagoth was evil or whatever. But through a strange series of events, he found out he's actually from House Dagoth. Bainara is like his cousin. He was feverish, neither asleep nor awake, screaming at invisible phantoms. The healers complimented the young man's fortitude. Bodies had washed ashore on the island of Gorn several times, many during the war, but never once had they seen one that lived afterwards. Aunt Ulia came in several times to bring Bainara food. You must be careful, dear, or when he's all well, he'll have to attend you on your sickbed. Tay's fever broke, and at last he was able to open his eyes and see the young woman with whom he had spent 17 years, all but the first year of his life. She smiled at him and called for food. In silence, she helped him eat. I knew you wouldn't die, cousin, she whispered fondly. I hoped to, but somehow I knew I wouldn't either, he groaned. Bainara, do you remember all those nightmares I told you about? They're all true. We can talk about it when you've rested some more. No, he croaked. I must tell you everything now, so you'll know what kind of a monster you call your dear cousin Tay. If there was some way you could have known before, you might not have been so eager to see me well again. A tear rolled. This is what it says. A tear rolled Bainara's cheek. She had grown into a beauty, even in the few months he had been away in Mournhold. How can you think I would stop loving you, no matter what you've done? I saw my old nursemaid Ediba and spoke to her. Oh, Bainara had feared this moment. Ediba was, well, like it says right there, his nursemaid. She was found doing some Dagoth stuff on their island, and so she was sent away. But everybody told Tay that she went to be with her family, when in fact she was sent away. Bainara knew the truth and never told Tay. Oh, Bainara had feared this moment. Tay, I don't know what she told you, but it was all my fault. You remember when Kena Grafisi taught us about the House Dagoth and its corruption? That night I saw your nursemaid making some kind of altar out on the north lawn, using the symbol of the 6th house. She must have been doing it for years, but I never knew what it meant. I told Uncle Triffith, and he sent her away. I've wanted to tell you so many times now, but I was afraid to. She was so devoted to you. Tay smiled. And didn't it frighten you even more to wonder if there was any connection between her devotion to me and her devotion to the accursed house? I know you, Bainara. You're not one of those women who doesn't choose to use her mind. Tay, I don't know what she told you, but I think she was very troubled, and whatever she thought about you in the 6th house was wrong. You have to remember that. The ramblings of one mad woman are proof of nothing. There's more, Tay sighed and held up his hand. For a moment he blinked and then turned to Bainara angrily. What happened to my ring? If you saw it, you must have known already that everything I'm saying to you is true. Yeah, so, long story, but when Tay saw Ediba, she gave him a ring, which pretty much proved that he was of House Dagoth because it has the seal on it. So this is what Tay's talking about right here. I threw the filthy thing away. Bainara stood up. Tay, I'm going to let you rest now. I am the heir of House Dagoth. Tay was wild-eyed, almost screaming. Raised after the war as House Indoril, but driven by the song of my ancestors. When we were young, I killed Vaster because the song told me he had stolen my inheritance. When Edaba told me who I was and gave me this ring, I killed her and burned her house to the ground because the song told me she had served her purpose. When I returned to Kalkarith's house, my love was there, telling me that she was of the house Dagoth too, and my sister. I fled, and when Kalkarith tried to stop me, I slew him because the song told me he was an enemy. Tay, stop, Bainara sobbed. I don't believe a word of it. You've been feverish. Not Tay, he shook his head, breathing heavily. The name my parents gave me was Dagoth Tython. You can't have killed Edaba, you loved her. And Vaster and Kalkarith? They were our cousins. They were not my true cousins, Tay said coldly. The song told me they were my foes, just as it's telling me now that you're my foe. But I won't listen, and I'll keep from listening as long as I can. Bainara fled the room, slamming the door behind her. She took a key from her startled maid Hilima and secured the lock. Sergio Induro Bainara, Hilima whispered with great sympathy, is all well with your cousin, Sergio Induril Tay? He'll be perfectly fine once he rests. Bainara recovered her dignity, wiping the tears from her face. No one is to disturb him under any circumstances. I'll take the key with me. Now I have much work to do. I don't suppose anyone's spoken to the fishermen about restocking Sandale House's supplies? I don't know, Sergio, said the maid. I don't think so. Bainara marched down to the docks and relieved her troubled heart the only way she knew how, by concentrating on small things. Tay's words never left her, but she found temporary comfort talking to the fishermen about their haul, helping determine how much should be smoked, how much should be sent to the village, how much should be delivered fresh to the house larder. Her Aunt Ulia joined the discussion, oblivious to Bainara's well-disguised agony. Together, they discussed how many provisions Uncle Triffith and his commanders had devoured during their weeks on the island, when they would be expected to return, and how best to prepare. One of the fishermen on the docks called out, interrupting. A boat is coming! Ulia and Bainara greeted the visitor as she arrived. It was a young woman dressed in the robes of a temple priestess. As she docked her small boat, Bainara marveled at how beautiful she was, and strangely familiar. Welcome to Gorn, said Bainara. I am Induril Bainara, and this is my aunt Induril Ulia. Have we met before? I don't believe so, Sergio, the woman bowed. I was sent by the temple to inquire whether word had come from your cousin, Induril Tay. He has been missing from his classes for some days now, and the priests have become concerned. Oh, we should have sent word, Ulia fretted. He came here a few days ago, half drowned. He's better now. Let us escort you up to the house. Tay's resting now, and I ask that he not be disturbed, Bainara stammered. Actually, I know it's dreadful manners, but I need to talk to my aunt for a moment. Would it be too terrible if I asked you to wait for us at the house? You only have to follow the path up the hill and across the lawn. The priestess bowed again, humbly, and began the walk. Ulia was scandalized. You know better than to treat a representative of the temple that way, she snapped. You can't be so exhausted from tending your cousin to have lost all sense of civility. Aunt Ulia, Bainara whispered, drawing the woman away from the ears of the fisherman, is Tay truly my cousin? He believes himself to be of the house Dagoth. Ulia took a moment to respond. It's true. You were just a baby yourself during the war, so you couldn't know what it was like. There was not a part of Morrowind that wasn't ravaged. There was even a battle here on the island. Do you remember that burned pile of wreckage you and Tay and poor little Vaster discovered so many years ago? That was the remains. And after the war, when that accursed house was finally defeated, we saw the little innocents, the orphans whose only crime had been born to wicked parents. I admit there were some in our armies, the combined forces of the houses, who would have had them all slaughtered to annihilate the legacy of Dagoth. In the end, compassion prevailed, and the children of the 6th house were adopted into the other 5. And so we thought we had won the war and the peace. By the Mother, Lord, and Wizard, if all that Tay believes is true, then there is no peace, Bainara trembled. He claims that the song of his ancestors called to him and forced him to slay 3 people, 2 of them our housemen, Cousin Kalkarith and when he was a little boy, Vaster. Ulia held her hands over her tearful face and could not speak. And it is only beginning, said Bainara. The song still calls to him. He said there were others who knew, who would help him raise up the sixth house, his sister. It must be an evil fantasy, Ulia murmured. She noticed that Bainara's gaze was now upon the path leading from the docks towards the house. Niece, what are you thinking? Did that priestess give us her name? The two women ran up the path, calling for guards. The fishermen, who had never seen the mistresses of the house so undone, looked briefly at one another and then followed quickly behind, pulling out their books and books. They pulled out their books, pulling out their hooks and blades. The front gate to Sandale House stood wide open, the first of the corpses lying close within. It was now an abattoir painted fresh with blood. There was Anner, Uncle Triffith's valet, gutted but still seated at the foyer table where he had been enjoying his afternoon glass of Flynn. Larin, one of the chambermaids, had been decapitated while carrying some once clean linens up the stairs. The bodies of guards and servants sprawled about the hall like blown leaves. At the top of the stairs, Bainara had to hold back a sob when she saw Hilima. She lay like a broken doll, slain as she tried to pull herself out onto the narrow window ledge. No one spoke, not Bainara, nor Aunt Ulia, nor the fishermen, as they walked slowly through the blood-drenched house. They passed Tay's sick room, its door broken open, and no one within. When they heard the sound of footsteps in Bainara's room down the hall, they approached slowly, cautiously, with great dread. The priestess from the docks was standing by the bed. In her hand was the silver ring Bainara had taken from Tay's finger. In her other hand was a long curved blade, splashed like her once pristine gown with gore. She smiled prettily and bowed when she saw she was no longer alone. Acra, I should have recognized you by Tay's description in his letters, Bainara said in her steadiest voice. Where is my cousin? I prefer to call myself Dagoth, Acra, she replied. Your false cousin, my true brother, has already gone to fulfill his destiny. I'm sorry you were not here so he could give you a more permanent farewell. Bainara's face twisted in fury. She motioned for the fishermen who advanced with their weaponry. Tear her apart. The sixth house will rise again, and Dagoth Tython will lead us, Acra laughed. Her words were still echoing as she gave the sign of recall and vanished like a ghost. It's a really good story. If you haven't read the first 4 books before this one, make sure you go back and read them, or go back and watch my episodes where I read them. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, it's good to be back in the world of Skyrim. I'm glad that you're here with me. So my plans for Skyrim are to play it daily until sometime in February. I think February 21st or something like that. There's a game coming out that I think I'm going to want to play. I will decide closer to then. If I do decide to play that game, I will probably do like the Skyrim Sunday thing that I had talked about before, where I will continue to post Skyrim videos on Sundays and then devote my time to playing that new game. That's what I'm thinking. Just wanted to let you know. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Skyrim. Thanks for coming back after almost a whole year. If you're happy to see me back, why don't you let me know? Leave me a like or a comment. And make sure you subscribe and click the bell notification icon so you're notified whenever I post new Skyrim videos. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you join me again in the next episode.